It took public outcry before this young man's story was sent to all the public news outlets. It took social media outcry before people started paying attention to what's going on within this story. Now, if you guys have not heard about this story, this is Trey Reed. He was the student that was found unalived, hanging from a tree down there in Mississippi. And now they're trying to say that he basically did this to himself. And we already know what time it is. That's why I'm glad that the attorney, Ben Crump, is on it, and he's going to be investigating this. Hopefully he'll get some answers, because we know what it is. But it's just really interesting to me that less than a week ago, all the way up to now, people were screaming Christian love for a white nationalist that was unalived by someone in his own group, or part of that group, that far-right group. So when I look at this picture, it just haunts me. It reminds me of other pictures. It reminds me of other people that didn't get any justice, and I'm hoping that's not what happens to this young man. For example, Tamla. Do y'all remember this story? You probably don't remember this picture, but let me show you the picture that haunts me. This one. She went to a sleepover, but never made it back home to her husband and kids. And they try to say that, oh, it was an accident that happened. I want y'all to look at this picture. She was happy. She thought she was just going to a sleepover to enjoy with friends, with people who she thought were her friend. Or how about him? Do y'all remember him? The young man that was found rolled up in a gym mat, and they try to convince us that he rolled himself up in a gym mat. He never got any justice. They prolonged that investigation so long until they just didn't have to turn over the correct evidence, and the case was just thrown out. No justice for this young man. And I'm hoping that's not what happens for Terry. Trey, excuse me. I hope he does get all the justice. I hope they figure out who did this, because this is a huge campus with plenty of cameras. Plenty of cameras. So there's no excuse of not being able to see what happened to this young man. And I'm pretty sure, because they haven't reported, there wasn't a ladder next to the tree. So y'all want to tell me that this young man crawled up the tree, grabbed a rope, put it around his neck,